Welcome to the newest boomtown of the Gemini sector. We got a hold of a dozen of those new sediment imaging satellites, and it's made all the difference in the world. SIS has revealed deposits of tungsten, iron, and radioactive ores we never would have found. Business couldn't be better, pal. You came at a good time. This dancer from Saxtogue came here last week. Real operator, this woman. You heard of Roman Lynch? Well, she lifted one of his bank codes. She's been siphoning off money slow, but I think she's in over her head. If Lynch finds out, she's history. I hear there's a real operator hiring out of New Detroit right now. His name's Sandoval. I don't know exactly what he's up to, but with the rumors floating around this guy, he must be up to something big. I hear he's got some kind of valuable art piece he's trying like hell to dump, probably hot. If you ask me, the guy's a high-ender, and you should look into getting a piece of his action. Did you know that the Troy system is known for moving a lot of brilliance? I know a lot of privateers turn their noses up at smuggling drugs, but you don't look like the picky type, no offense. Anyway, you'll want to hook up with a woman named Taylor. She's well connected with the underworld there. Taylor can get you the contracts. If she likes you, that is. There is one bit of bad news here. The base is being shaken by tremors. We can't keep the damn mines from collapsing. We fix one, then a quake hits and collapses two others. Unless this roid stabilizes, we may be in for some trouble. Hey, an assassin from the Church of Man came by here last week. He was looking to whack some artist, a writer or something. Go figure. Don't ask me what the hell a writer would be doing on a mining base, though. Those retros give me the creeps. I hear they hate all technology. Just the kind of wackos you want to run into on a space station, eh? Just flew in, did you? Let me ask you a question. Did you notice the increased militia and Confed patrols on your approach? The Confed is losing hundreds of ships a day to the war. That means they need more metal for replacement ships. And they're stepping up protection of mining bases to keep raw material out of Kilrathi hands. I don't know about you, but I feel a lot safer because of it. Have you noticed an increase in Confed patrols lately? Has to do with that killer ship skulking around out there. They're trying like hell to find it. Funny thing is, instead of hitting military installations, logical Kilrathi targets, it's destroying targets along the usual privateer lanes. Weird, huh? New around here? Good. We could use some more flyboys hauling cargo around here. There's been a shift in demand from the usual metals to radioactive ore. Haven't seen anything like it. With the invention of particle weapons, radioactive ores became less and less valuable. I guess the Confed must be experimenting on some new weapon, huh? Well, the way the war is going, looks like they'll need it. Myself, I used to fly for the exploratory service, till I saved up enough money to buy this bar. It's a good living. They're not real picky about who they take. And the pay's nothing to sneeze at. If you don't mind getting shot at from time to time, you ought to look into it. Someone's got to stop these Gemini gangsters. That son of a bitch Roman Lynch sent his trained gorilla in here to bust up my place. Ever seen the guy? His name's Miggs. Lynch uses him as an enforcer. How the hell does he expect me to pay him back if he keeps sending animals to trash my bar? I barely got cleaned up in time to open this morning. Someday I hope that rich bastard and his lackey get what they deserve. Here's a good one. Roman Lynch, Gemini's own godfather, has family problems. His cousin, Regis, was caught in New Constantinople with a gun in his hand and a corpse at his feet. Pretty open and shut case. Old Regis is going up on murder charges, and all of Lynch's money can't save the guy. Guess there is some justice, eh, buddy? There's a lot of talk about the blockade in the Palin system. Supposedly, Lemuel Monkhouse is trapped there. I read his book. Drawing on the fossil evidence discovered on Mars and other planets, he believes the entire galaxy was home to an ancient super race. Interesting hypothesis, but I think he's a little carried away. After all, a galaxy-spanning race couldn't just vanish. Could it? Man, I tell you, I hate the British. Who doesn't, right? But there's one limey that really pisses me off. Privateer named Kreutz. Gunrunner, dangerous as hell. But what really gets me is, he's polite. A pirate who's ready to throw you to the void should at least have the courtesy to be rude, call you a few names, so you know where you stand. Yep, that Kreutz is an English weasel, no doubt about it. Looking for the Rhombus crew? No? Too bad. I was told to keep an eye out for some guy who's supposed to hook up with them here. They got a sweet deal going in the Oxford system, operating out of a ship named Rhombus. They've got the access codes for the Oxford databases. These guys have been robbing the library blind and selling the data. Nice racket if you can get the codes. Maybe you ought to check it out. This you gotta hear. You know who Roman Lynch is? Only the richest, most connected crime lord in the Gemini sector. Anyway, word is some nut named Selig screwed Lynch over on a drug deal big time. Not a good thing to do if you have any plans, like waking up in the morning. It's only a matter of time before Lynch sends some goon to Pentonville to take Selig out. If I was him, I'd head for Kilrathi space. Believe me, it's safer. You should have been here an hour ago. Talk about idiots. Some moron calling himself William Riordan was shooting his mouth off about smuggling brilliance for some knockout named Taylor. He was even blabbing about her having pirate contacts in Pentonville. What a fool. A privateer who can't keep his trap closed about operations is soon unemployed. Or dead. Mark my words, he's history.
Any good missions out there?
If you're looking for a mission, talk to the guys who sometimes sit at the front tables there.
Any news I can use?
Check with me later after I've talked to some other folks.
Any news of local interest?
Sorry, man. I don't have anything for you right now. Except for a good Manchester rum.
What's a guy do for fun around here?
Drink some beer.
Any local news?
Quiet. Can't talk right now. I think we're being watched.
What's going on around these parts?
If I hear anything new, you'll be the first to know.
Could you tell me...
Excuse me, but I've got customers. Can't talk right now.
What's happening on the local scene?
I can't think of anything right now. Check with me later.
Any tips for a new kid in town?
Don't get blown up. That's all I've got right now.